thank you for joining. I appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead and come up to the top of the mat. And go ahead and have the feet as wide as you'd like. Fingers spread out. Whenever you're ready, lift the arms up. Fold forward, exhale. You can always bend the knees on the way down. Lift and take the hands down. Step back, plank chaturanga. Good. Upward facing dog and down dog. Few deep breaths here, warming up so you can pedal it out. You can move the heels side to side, whatever works for you. And remember, you can always skip chaturanga if you need to. You can always bring the knees down. We don't want our arms to hurt or anything like that. Whenever you're ready, walk forward, lift the chest. Fold forward, exhale. And pull the belly and come on up, and you come back to mountain pose. Let's do another. Bend the knees, arms on up. Fold forward. Lift the chest. And step back, plank chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And down dog. Upward facing dog. And down dog. Come back to the breath. And look forward, and you can either walk or bend the knees and hop forward, lift the chest, fold forward, and come back to chair pose and mountain pose. Oh, I must have been motivated. Chair pose, fold forward, lift the chest, and step back, plank chaturanga. Or if you'd like, bend the knees, little hop, and try to land in chaturanga. Upward facing dog, down dog, and warrior one, right foot forward. And again, you can always skip and just hang out in down dog or child's pose. Plank chaturanga, upward facing dog, and down dog. We can always build up to this kind of intensity. There's no rush. And if you're doing it, other side, left foot forward, warrior one, plank chaturanga. Upward facing dog, and down dog. Nice job. And whenever you're ready, look forward and either walk or hop forward, lift the chest, fold forward, exhale, bend the knees, come on up. Nice job, back into mountain pose. And we'll go ahead and step the feet about hip width apart, and you can either grab opposite elbows and have the knees a little bit bent, rock a little side to side, or grab the big toe. Either way, relax the head, let it be heavy so you get a little bit of neck decompression. Few deep breaths. And lift the chest, and go ahead and slide hands under the feet. Step on the palms. Relax the head, fold forward. Few deep breaths. And gently release, come on back up. And we'll step the feet wide, about legs distance apart. Left toes in, right toes out. Reach the right arm out to the right. And go ahead and come on the block. Rotate left arm up. And you can look up. And you can always stack blocks on top of each other if you need a little more support. Or get it out of the way if you are very flexible today and don't need much support. Both are correct. And whenever you're ready, reach the left fingertips to come up. Right toes in, left toes out. Reach the left arm out. Come on down. Rotate the right arm up. Little bend in that knee so we don't hyperextend. Very nice. Few deep breaths. And come on up. And we'll do the revolve triangle Pavarita Trikonasana. So I like to take the feet wider. Right toes point almost forward. I'm going to bring the block inside today. You can go outside if you'd like. You can get rid of the block and place the hand on the floor. It doesn't matter. It's like you know your body best. And come on up. Go ahead and turn around, face the back. Widen the feet, make any adjustments you need. And then you can have the block inside, the block outside. You can lower the block. You can get the block out of your way. Whatever feels good in your body. And nice job. Come on up. And we'll step the feet about warrior two wide, so a little wider, a little more like the wingspan. Left toes in, right toes out. Go ahead and bring right forearm on the right thigh, left arm up. You can reach across the ear. You can stay here. You can come onto the block or the floor. And keep pressing through those back pinky toes. And come on up, right toes in, left toes up, and the left knee, left forearm on the left thigh, right arm reaches up and over. You can stay here, you can come onto the block or the floor. Keep pressing through those back pinky toes. It really makes a difference in how much of your hips are working. A few deep breaths. And come on up, and we'll do the twist. So go ahead and bring right knee down, left knee forward, and bring right forearm on top of the left thigh, and you can do the twist this way. You can do the lunge if you'd like. You can maneuver that right arm down. You can lift and lower as I'm doing today to get a little bit more of a glute workout. Whatever works for you. And let it go, and we'll switch. Right knee forward, left knee back, and go ahead and bring left forearm across the right thigh. Hands in prayer. You can lift and lower the back knee. You can hold the lunge. You can bring that left arm down and the right arm up. Whatever feels good in your body. And nice job, let it go. And we'll go ahead and move the blocks out of the way. Get ready for our wide-legged forward folds. The Prasarita Padottanasana. And you can go as wide as you need to here. Wider is usually a little bit easier. You can bring the blocks underneath for the hands to land on if you're feeling stiff today. That's okay. I know a lot of us have been kind of stuck sitting, so I'm going to do a little bend side to side. Just help warm everything up. And then you can press the hands on the mat to get a little bit more of a hamstring stretch. You can walk the hands back, maybe even tap the top of the head on the floor. Whenever you're ready, lift the chest, come on up. 5 breaths goes by fast. Squeeze the elbows together, keep squeezing, relax the head. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Reach through the elbows, come on up. Gently release and go ahead and interlace the fingers behind the back. Press the knuckles away. Lift the chest. And keep reaching through the knuckles as you fold forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach the knuckles, come on up. And go ahead and flip the grip. Press the palms away. And fold forward. Keep pressing high and out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Come on up. And let go. Step the feet back together. My glasses almost fell off. And go ahead and bring the hands behind the back. You can grab opposite elbows, or you can bring the hands together behind the back. And step the right foot out, face the back wall. And again, I like to widen the feet so I have a little bit wider base of support so that balance is easier. Little bend in the front knee. Fold forward. Getting a nice stretch in those back hips. And nice job. Come on up. Turn around. Face the front. Widen the feet. Twist over the left leg. Fold forward. A few deep breaths. Nice job. Come on up. And go ahead and let go of the hands, and we'll work on our balance. So I'm going to come over to the wall just to show one of our options for maintaining stability. Go ahead and lift and lower that right leg. And so I like being next to the wall because then I can have that mental safety of it'll be okay. Lift, extend. 5 of those. But at the same time, I know it's there. And I can still challenge myself to bring the hands away. 2 more. And out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lift, extend. Good. 4 more. 3. A little tough today. 2. 1 more. Yeah, somehow balance never seems to get easier. Lift, extend, reach back. But it's worth it. 4 more. Reach. 3, 2. One more. Good. And we'll lift and hold that knee. Or if you'd like a challenge today, you can reach for the big toe. You can bring a strap around the front of the foot if you'd like. If you don't quite reach the big toe, that's fine. No big deal. And whenever you're ready, out to the side. I've been counting fast today. I'll have to do this a little slower next time. A few deep breaths. And come back to center. Let it go. Point the toe. Keep the leg lifted. 3. So good for strengthening that hip bone. And let it go. Good. Left leg lift and lower. 4. 3. 2. One more. Lift, extend. Good. 4 more. 3. 2. One more. All right, out to the side, lift and lower. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more. Good. Lift, extend. 4 more. 3. 2. One more. Awesome. Back to center. Lift, extend, reach back. Good. 4 more. 3. 2. One more. Good. Nice job. Struggled through that last one, didn't I? And you can grab that left knee or the big toe, whatever works. Few deep breaths. And come out to the side. 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Point the toe. Keep the leg lifted. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Feel the burn. And go ahead and come back to the wall. Bend the left knee. Reach the left hand back for the top of the left foot into that kind of dancer pose. So you can press the foot in the hand. You can just lift the right hand on and off the wall. You can keep it on the wall. You can lift it up. You can take the gaze up. And let it go. And reach the right hand back for the top of the right foot. Press the foot in the hand a little bit if you'd like a little bit more stretch. If you'd like that combination of strength and stretch, that's great. And then you can do any balance challenge you'd like, whether moving the hand or the gaze. It's all good for you. And nice job. Let it go. And so if you like the Ardha Baddha Pada Padmottanasana, where you take the foot into half lotus version of tree, that's fine. Go ahead and grab the strap. You can do regular tree pose, kickstanding the foot or bringing it up to whatever place is comfortable. But the knee's happy and you'd like a challenge, you can go ahead and bring that foot into half lotus, strap around the front of the foot, reach the left arm behind the back, maybe walk the other hand down the wall. And if you're feeling especially ambitious, you can always try it away from the wall. That's totally fine. And wherever you are, few deep breaths. And again, in tree pose, you can always keep the hands in the center. You can keep a hand on the wall. You can reach the arms up. You can take the gaze up. Lots of options to give yourself the right amount of balance challenge. And let it go. And let's do the other side. Bring the right leg out, either kickstand the foot, on the calf, on the thigh. You can move the arms to wherever they're comfortable. You can take the gaze up, or if the knee is happy and you'd like to do it, go ahead and bring the foot into half lotus. You can bring strap around the front of the foot, reach around behind the back, and walk down the wall. Come forward. Few deep breaths. And nice job. Let it go. And we'll go get our blocks, because we're definitely not done with balance yet. Go ahead and bring them nice and wide. Let's bring the left foot in the center. right foot up on the wall. Make sure you're about a leg's distance away, so you can really press that foot in the wall. And we'll do the half moon. So go ahead and keep pressing the right foot in the wall, rotate the feet out, right hand on the block, lift that left arm up. Or sorry, left hand on the block. Otherwise you're doing the harder one, which is fine. You're welcome to do the harder one. Go ahead and bring the right leg into center, left leg on the wall, press the foot in the wall, rotate up. Very nice. Oh yeah, and if you want, technically, that hand that's on the bottom block isn't supposed to be doing a lot of work, so you can practice gently lifting the hand off that block if you'd like. If you're looking for more challenge, and we'll do our warrior 3, go ahead and bring left leg into center, right leg on the wall, and you can stay here with hands on the blocks, gaze forward. You can just practice gently lifting the hands alternatingly on and off the block. You can move the arms. Just keep pressing that back foot in the wall to keep that sense of stability. And whenever you're ready, we'll do the other side. Right leg in center, left leg up, and either alternating the hands, maybe taking the hands to center, side, back, or forward. Nice job. Let it go. And we'll go ahead and do some stuff away from the wall. So you can either back a few inches away or go all the way back into the middle of the mat. We're starting with half moon again. So left leg in center, left hand on the block. And so what I'm doing here is a nice alternative if you don't really enjoy doing it away from the wall yet. That lifting and lowering is a great workout in the hips. And sometimes I think that's even a better workout than holding. So you can do either one, either holding or lifting and lowering. We'll do the other side, right leg in center, lift and lower that left leg, or hold, whatever you prefer. Because where is your challenge today? Is it in strength in the hips, or is it more in finding balance at all? I know some days I go back and forth on which one I want more. And nice job, let it go. Shake it out. And we'll go ahead and step the feet wide. Left leg forward, right foot back, interlace the fingers, reach through the index finger, kick the back foot away, find a moment of balance. 4 more. Working on that glute strength. And again, you don't have to go very far up. This is all about what is the challenge for you today. So you don't have to find that horizontal line. If you lift that back foot up at all, then you're doing perfect. All right, nice job. We'll do the other side, right foot forward, left foot back. And you can move slower if you'd like. This is just a suggestion. Reach through the index finger, reach back through the heel. Good. And I'm going to do 4 more. You do as many as makes sense for you. You go as far forward or not far forward as you would like. Last one. All right, nice job. Let it go. Shake it out a little. And go ahead and step the feet wide. We'll do warrior 1. Big step back with the right foot, bend the front knee. If you're comfortable with shifting the gaze, go ahead and take the gaze up, reach through the palms. And come on forward onto the blocks whenever you're ready. Walk the back foot in. Maybe lift it up, maybe press through the back heel. You can alternate the hands. You can bring the hands to center. You can keep them on the blocks. You can reach out to the side, front or back. All are great balance challenges. And nice job, let it go. I know we're almost there. Right foot forward. And big step back with the left foot. Warrior 1 on the other side. Make sure the hips are square. Reach the arms out and up. And you don't have to bring the palms together. You can keep the hands separated if that feels better in the shoulders. Just like you don't have to look up, you can look forward. That's perfectly fine. I just don't recommend looking down. I think that makes the balance harder. And go ahead and walk that back foot in. Press through the heel just like we were at the wall. And then what balance challenge do you want? Either keeping the hands on the blocks, maybe gently lifting up, maybe just coming to the fingertips on the blocks, or moving the arms in whatever way you know is a little bit of a challenge for you. And nice job, let it go. And one more, we'll do chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, hips back, arms out and up. Keep the belly in. And then we'll twist to the right. Hook the left arm out. You can gaze up if you'd like a little bit of a balance challenge. Squeeze the knees together. Press the palms together. Come back into center. Right forearm on top of the left thigh. You got this. Keep squeezing the knees together. You can look forward or up. I think down's harder personally, but that's just a preference. Nice job. Let go. Lift the chest. And step back. Plank chaturanga. Just making our way up to seated. Upward facing dog. And down dog. Good, and however you want to get there. You can walk, you can hop, you can swing the legs around. It doesn't really matter. Whatever works for you will mean forward fold. So go ahead and make sure the thighs are rolled in toward each other so that we have one long line from pinky toe to pinky toe. You can use the strap if you'd like. And I like to keep the gaze forward so that the upper back stays honest. Few deep breaths. And nice job, let it go. And if you'd like, go ahead and bring the right leg into half lotus. You can bring the foot inside of the inner thigh as well. That's perfectly fine. Reach the arm around behind the back, fold forward, squaring the chest just a little bit over that left thigh. Few deep breaths. Keep pulling the toes in. Keep looking forward. Don't let that upper back hunch too much. And nice job. Let it go. And we'll bring the blocks in. Tricep push-ups. And again, you can always skip this if you'd like. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Off to the side. Or you can do a boat pose in between. I think that might even be a little more challenging. And whenever you're ready, left leg either in the inner thigh or across the thigh in half lotus. You can bring a strap around the front of the foot if you'd like. Twist a little bit over the right thigh. Come on forward. Few deep breaths. And you don't have to go very far forward at all to feel the benefits of the pose. It's all about where your body is today and what's right in your body. And let it go. Nice job. And you can stay here. You can bend the knees. Lift the hips. And step back. Plank chaturanga. Again, optional if you need a break. Upward facing dog. And down dog. You can always just hang out and seated. And look forward, walk or hop. The other nice alternative is just lift the hips and come back down. And go ahead and bring the right foot beside the hip. And you can sit on blocks for this if you'd like. Twist a little bit over the left thigh. Fold forward. Just like you don't have to grab the foot, you can grab the strap and put it around the front of that left foot. No big deal. Nice job. Let it go. Right foot forward. Bend the left knee. Reach it back. Twist a little bit over the right foot. Good. Few deep breaths. Good job. Let it go. And either take a break, just lift the hips, or lift up, step back, plank chaturanga. And blocks are optional, of course. If you want more of a challenge, don't use the blocks. It's all good. Whenever you're ready, come on forward. And we'll bring the right foot inside the upper left thigh, twist a little bit over the left leg, fold forward, Janu Shirshasana. This is one of my classic favorite poses. It just feels so good in the low back and the hamstring. Nice job. Let it go. Bring the right foot forward and the blocks in, lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Move the blocks out of the way. And go ahead and bring the left foot in. Twist a little bit over the right thigh. Come on forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let it go. Must have been counting extra slow today. That's okay. Bend the knees, lift the hips, and step back, plank chaturanga. Upward facing dog, and down dog. And walk or hop, make your way up to seated. And then you can either sit on that right heel, putting the foot under the left thigh, or put a lacrosse ball under the middle of that left thigh, twist a little bit, come on forward. This is one of those rare cases where I think the quote-unquote modification to make it easier actually makes the stretch a little more intense. So sometimes I think the lacrosse ball is a little bit preferred. Tricep push-ups. 2, 1 more. Good. Off to the side and go ahead and bring that left leg in. And you can pick up the hips as I'm showing, or you can use the lacrosse ball again. It's all about what works for your hips and your knees. Few deep breaths. Keep the gaze forward. Keep those toes pulled in. Nice job. Let it go. And bend the knees, blocks in, lift the hips, and step back like chaturanga. Upward facing dog and down dog. Good. And wherever you're ready, bend the knees, come on forward and through. And we'll take a little break for our feet. So go ahead and grab one of the lacrosse balls, or if you don't have one, you can always use a tennis ball under the right foot. Circle under the heel, maybe inside or outside arch, maybe the ball of the foot. And whenever you're ready, top of the foot if you'd like. You can always go closer to the toes if you like. I know a lot of my crunchy bits are up by the knee. And go ahead and circle the ankle. And the other ankle. And we'll bring the foot across, and you can either wiggle fingers between toes or just grab the toes and circle the ankle. And reverse. Pull the toes back and press them forward, back, and forward. Awesome. And we'll do the other side, lacrosse ball under that left foot. Getting under the heel, maybe inside or outside arch, maybe the ball of the foot. And whenever you're ready, the top of the foot. And around the ankles. And the other ankle. And we'll move it out of the way. Go ahead and bring the foot across, wiggle fingers between toes. Circle the ankle. And reverse. And pull the toes back, press them forward, back, and forward. Nice job, let go. And then you can either sit down if your ankles are really mobile, or I like to sit up on blocks. And bring that right leg in, pick up the heel, rotate the heel in so that's really toe crunchy, and twist a little bit over that left thigh. You don't have to go very far forward at all. Just like that right knee doesn't need to come down, that's okay, just as long as the knee isn't mad at you. If the knee's mad at you, don't do it. And go ahead and bring the left leg in. Rotate the heel in, very toe crunchy. You can stay here or come forward. And whenever you're ready, let it go. We'll move those blocks back out of the way. And I'm going to step back to plank chaturanga. You can move straight into pulling the right knee in for a Marichasana. Either way. All right, and whenever you're ready, make your way forward onto seated. And if you have the right leg in already, great. You can wrap the right arm around the thigh, reach the left arm around behind the back. You can grab a strap between the hands if you'd like. You can lean forward if you'd like a little bit more. Few deep breaths. Pull those outer toes in. And gently release. Blocks in, lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. And we're almost done with those. Just a couple left. Left knee in. Wrap the left arm around the left knee. Right arm reaches behind the back. Lean a little over that right thigh. Pull those right toes in, come forward. Few deep breaths. Nice job. Let it go. And go ahead and bend the knees. Lift the hips, step back. Plank chaturanga. Upward facing dog and down dog. All right, and whenever you're ready, make your way forward. And we'll go ahead and bring left leg under, right leg up. You could also bring the left leg into half lotus if you want a challenge today. So this is probably the hardest option. I'm going to show very briefly. Option 2 is to bring the left leg under, or left foot under the right knee. Wrap the right arm around the right knee, fold forward. And option 3 is to start from kneeling and step the right foot forward, wrap the right arm around the right knee, reach around behind the back, relax the head. So whichever option works for you, few deep breaths. And let it go. And we'll do our tricep push-ups between sides. Lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good job. Off to the side. And then same options on the other side. You can either bring that right foot up into half lotus, walk the left knee in, wrap the left arm around the left knee, relax the head. You can bring the foot underneath, especially if that half lotus is a little too intense, that's fine, no big deal. Or you can start from kneeling and do left knee forward, wrap the left arm around the left knee, relax the head. Few deep breaths. And nice job, let it go. We'll bring the blocks in, step back, plank chaturanga. Upward facing dog and down dog. And whenever you're ready, make your way forward to seated. And we'll do the last one, bring the right knee in and twist the left arm across, and you can either bend the elbow, reach around, or you can just hook the elbow, sit up tall, tall thoughts. We don't want to force the back into too much of a twist. So whatever works for you. Nice job, let go. And our last set of tricep push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good job. Off to the side, left knee in. And bring the right arm across. A little twist. You can wrap the arm around if you'd like. Whatever works for you today. Few deep breaths. And nice job. We'll do boat pose. Go ahead and hug the knees in the chest. You can keep the feet down. You can lift them up. Either way, squeeze the feet together. Squeeze the knees together. And then lift the arms up. Keep the chest lifted. And little break. So you can either pause or a little strength challenge. You can come up into that L sit. You can hug the knees up and lift something off. It doesn't really matter. 2 more. Lift the knees. Reach the hands forward. Keep the chest lifted. Few deep breaths. And again, you break or strength challenge. Whatever you'd like. Last one. Lift it up. We're almost there. And despite what Monday night likes to tell me, I don't leave you in boat pose forever. Come on up. Nice job. And we'll go ahead and bring the legs wide and go ahead and bring right arm under the right knee, left arm under the left knee. Reach the arms away, slide the feet forward. And it doesn't have to go all the way down. It can go just part of the way down. Keep the gaze forward. We want to get a nice stretch in the upper back. All right, and go ahead and unturtle yourself a little bit. Go ahead and bring a block forward. We'll do the sleeping tortoise pose, which I think is one of like the biggest misnomers in all of yoga. It's definitely not a super relaxing pose in my opinion, but hey, to each their own, right? So you can reach the hands in front. You can reach behind the back if you'd like a little more challenge. Just like you can try to bring the hands together above the low back. And nice job. Let it go. And go ahead and take the legs wide. Walk the hands forward. Nice little wide-legged forward fold on the floor. Keep the chest lifted. We got to keep that upper back honest. Nice job. Come on back. Right forearm on the right thigh, left arm reaches up. You can slide that right hand toward the foot if you'd like. You can bring that left hand down toward the foot, just as long as you keep the gaze up. And other side, left arm on the left thigh, right arm reaches up and across. And again, you can reach for the foot with both hands if you'd like. And let it go. And then we'll do one more. Lean back, lift up the hips. Lift the knees up. You can grab the knees, you can grab the big toe, keep the chest lifted. Almost there. Good job. And we'll get set up for a little crow practice. So I've gone ahead and set up my bolster behind me as a little landing pad. You can bring another bolster in front or a couple blankets. I like to bring a block or something in front for me to look at, give me a point of focus, and then just play around with that center of balance. So you can squeeze the knees into the outside of the arms, you can squeeze them behind the arms closer to the armpits, and then you can lift one leg up, maybe the other, maybe both. And when I get both off, I try to tap the big toes together and then come down. And that way I can create a little bit of a repetitive motion to get more accustomed to where that balance point is. And I'm going to do it 3 times. You can do once, you can do twice, you can do 3. You can pause and do more if you'd like. I think 3 is a nice round number that I feel like, yep, check. I did my part today and getting a little stronger. All right, nice job. We'll get that out of the way. And we'll do our standing back bends. So go ahead and stand as far away from the wall as you'd like. I'm going to start fairly close. You can be closer if you'd like. Hips forward, lift the chest, tap the wall. Good. 4 more. So you can always walk away if you need a little bit more work. You can go closer if it feels a little too wow in the back. That's fine. And we'll do 3 more. Hips forward, lift the chest, get that upper back moving. Good. Come on back. 2 more. One more. Now this one isn't always easy for me, but that's okay. I'm still working too. And go ahead and 1 more. Separate the hands, press the hands in the wall, and then you can work to straighten the arms. I know that's a little bit more of a challenge. And come up. We'll do that 1 more time. Hips forward, lift the chest, reach the hands back, separate the hands, press them in the wall. Maybe work to straighten the arms, maybe not, it's okay. And nice job, come on up. And we'll move into our shoulder stand series. So I'm going to go ahead and bring some blankets for under the shoulders. You can do that, especially if you want a little bit more space for the neck. If the neck ever feels crunched up in shoulder stand, this is a great way to give it a little more space. And then I'll demo with the oval blocks under the low back. You can choose to use the oval blocks. You can choose to not use the oval blocks if shoulder stand's already in your wheelhouse. But I like to bring these guys under the low back. And then I'll adjust the shoulders, lift the shoulders, tuck the shoulder blades down the back, and then lift the legs up. You can point and flex the toes. You can reach them back and grab the hips if you'd like. You can stay here. It doesn't particularly matter. And whenever you'd like, you can come into that plow pose. So you can either walk down the wall or you can keep the legs floating. You can even keep the feet on the wall. So whichever one helps get you that nice low back stretch. And if you prefer to still be on the oval blocks, go ahead and just bring one leg back at a time. For me, that's a nice low back stretch. And if you'd like more, you can bend the knees outside the ears-ish in that general direction. And you can always bring the hands to support the low back. And I'm going to do one more little challenge pose. Go ahead and bring the hands to the low back. And over time, you can practice bringing the legs into half lotus without using your arms. It's kind of interesting. It's a lot of hip strength to do that. But eventually, with practice, your hips will become strong and mobile, and you'll be able to do it on your own. Or not, if it's just never going to happen for your knees, and that's okay. And then you can be here. You can just keep the legs crossed. You can bring right hand on right knee, left hand on left knee, lift up. And you can pause and stay there. I'm going to go ahead and roll out of it, so we don't hold things up too long. All right, getting ready for fish pose. I'm just going to reuse those blankets for my head support. You can choose to have more head support, less head support. I'm going to use the oval block. You can choose to bring a cork block behind the shoulder blades. That's all good too. It's all about what feels good to you. We'll be here for about a minute. So you can keep the knees bent or straight. You can keep the arms relaxed or on your body. You can keep them by your side. And if you'd like a little more, you can interlace the fingers, press the palms up, and guide pinky fingers behind the head. A few deep breaths. Nice job. Go ahead and bring the arms by your sides. Bend the knees, place the feet on the mat. And tuck your chin in the chest. Come away from the oval block. All right, move out of the way. And we'll do our headstand practice. So you can do whichever version. I like the forearm down dog as a nice intermediate between the wall and, or between pressing the forearms in the wall and working on headstand. You can bring the blocks down if you'd like, and I'll demo that real quick, where one block's close, and then the other block is perpendicular on top. So the bottom block tells you where your knuckles go, the top block tells you where your upper back needs to go to. And interlace the fingers all the way up to the webbing and leave a little space for the head to rest between the pads of the thumb. And I'm going to show here where I don't even bring the head down, which can be really nice if you're concerned or your neck's a little sore. You know, don't worry about it. This is nice because it's actually a little bit more strength than the traditional headstand. Which I'll show in just a second. A little adjustment. And come on up. If you're wanting to work on that traditional headstand, you know, walk in until the upper back touches the block, then you can lift one leg up, maybe the other, maybe both. And then whatever strength challenge you'd like. You can slowly move the legs. You can move them out to the side. You can tuck the knees in the chest one at a time. You can send the hips back and bring the legs halfway down. And it's kind of a nice core workout to work on bringing the legs halfway down and back up again. You can always take a break in child's pose whenever you need to. I'll show you a couple more little things that are kind of fun to try. So in this case, I'm thinking about that confidence in coming up. And so one of the exercises I really liked that helped me a lot was just hugging one knee in the chest and the other and just trying to find balance there. Because if you can get balance there, you can definitely get balance with the legs reaching up. And another option, especially if the headstand doesn't work for your forearms or anything, if it doesn't agree with you, is the forearm balance, where you bring a different part of the arm down. Instead of right on the elbow, really, you're right on the bottom of the arm, and keep looking between the thumbs. And this requires a lot of upper back mobility. So don't worry if it's hard, that's okay. It's just very hard. And it takes time because all of our lives we hunch over, and this is asking you to do the opposite. So don't worry if it's hard. I just offer it as an alternative, as a challenge. And if you are still in headstand, if you want to do that today and you're looking to get away from the wall, I like to just back up a few inches and then just practice tapping a foot, just finding that center line, maybe just hugging one knee in the chest and then the other knee, finding that sort of tuck away from the wall. And you'll often find that if you walk the feet in, there will be this moment where the feet almost feel buoyant. And that's really what we're looking for, is that strangely buoyant feeling. Where you're like, okay, I've got a good balance point here. And then just like with the blocks, you can do any balance challenge you'd like. play around with it, build the core strength, and take child's pose whenever you need a break. And so you can pause here, work as long as you'd like, but I'm going to get ready for rest now because I think we've done enough. And so you can be away from the wall and lay down into traditional Shavasana or swing the legs up the wall if you'd prefer. All about personal preference. I like to get one last piriformis stretch in, so go ahead and cross left ankle over right thigh, bend the right knee, few deep breaths. And you can always bring a blanket or a bolster under the hips to support. You can bring a blanket under the neck. Another side, right ankle over left thigh, bend the knee. Whatever it takes for you to feel comfortable. And let it go. And you can either take the legs wide, you can bring the feet together, knees wide, or you can just keep the legs up the wall. If you're like, I'm done, I'm ready for rest, then that's perfect. Go for it. And I'm going to go ahead and sign out on the video here in a second, but you can go ahead and set a timer and stay in rest for as long as you'd like. Maybe putting a little bit of something on the forehead to help you relax a little bit more. Thank you for joining. Look forward to next time. Namaste.